want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. It says, in a past message, you mentioned Jesus having fulfilled 48 Old Testament prophecies. I read elsewhere that the number is around 333. Can you explain the discrepancy? Does the higher number include those yet to be fulfilled at the second coming, and the lower number solely those fulfilled at his first coming? Man, that is a wonderful question. Whoever submitted, thank you for doing so. It is kind of a collective known number, the number 48. That if you go back in the Old Testament, there are what we call 48 specific prophecies regarding the first coming of Jesus Christ. His incarnation or birth, his life, his ministry, his death, his resurrection, and even, yes, his ascension. So why is that important? Because those are 48 specific passages, 48 actual verses in the Old Testament, such as Psalms 22, Book of Amos, chapter 7, and others, that the Lord actually fulfills during his earthly ministry. By the way, if you're into numbers, the odds of someone fulfilling all 48 prophecies spoken hundreds of years in advance is 1 times 10 to the 157th. And last time I checked, that's actually a number bigger than the number of electrons in the known universe. Now, the question becomes, what about this 333 number? To whoever asked the question, when you begin to talk about the second coming prophecies, you always get a number north of 300. And there will be some that will give you a number around 800. So when we're talking about just the first coming, there are 48 specific prophecies. If you want to talk about the entirety of Jesus' ministry, which would include the first as well as the second coming, you have to go north of 300. There are some that would even get up into the 800 range. Now, if you want to do the math on the probability of that, I don't have a clue how big that number would be. It would be astronomical. But here's the thing I want to focus on. If Jesus, by the way, I believe he did, if he fulfilled all 48 prophecies, and think about this, the prophecies of where he would be born. Nobody chooses where they're born. The prophecy of where he would live in Egypt for 2 years. Nobody can do that as a young child. The fact in the manner in which he would be killed, and yet there's no instruction from his mouth of how to do so. I mean, he had nothing to do. He was not a self-fulfilled prophet. If all 48 were done exactly as they were prescribed hundreds of years before it occurred, and now we have 300 plus that are going to be fulfilled at the second coming, why would we question? Why would we doubt? You know, the Bible says in 2 Peter chapter 3 that in the last days there will be mockers who say, why the delay of his coming? And basically dismiss the second coming because it's been so long. The problem is every one of the prophecies of the first coming came true exactly as written, and so is every one of the second coming. As far as the discrepancies concerned with the numbers, I believe when you look at a number of 300 plus, you would have to involve second coming prophecies that are yet to be fulfilled. But as the first ones were, they will be so as well. Thank you for submitting your question. If you have a question, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.